It's the Playhouse Podcast with Kat and JJ.
Believe it. I missed everything.
Miss the show?
What am I going to do?
Check out the Daily Podcast.
One of our favorite segments is called Listener Bingo. And this morning I was looking for anyone listening who kind of routinely blows stuff up. And we got exactly what we were listening for. It was epic. And it's coming up in the podcast in a couple of seconds. Here we go. If you could summarize in one sentence a secret to success based on your life, what would it be?
I would say, and you might disagree with me because you're just someone that doesn't get it, but be kind to everybody.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, because I'm not kind to you. But
Obviously.
you get what you give. But yeah,
Whoa.
I tell Liam,
Dang,
just
that's unchecked aggression. It's really unchecked aggression right now from you.
it is. But I always tell him, just be kind to everybody. And it's not just for the business world. Like right now in school, be kind to everybody. And the feedback that I get from people's parents, even kids, like, oh, your kid's so nice. You know, he's like such a kind person. I'm like, that is the best compliment that I could ever get. And he's doing something right. So it'll get you far in life. It really will.
Mine is, and my dad told me this when I was maybe 7 or 8. He just said, nothing is fair. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no fair. And I hear this every day from either kids I coach or other adult humans. And I go, well, that's not fair. Well, of course it's not. Nothing is fair. There is no guideline when you're born that says you get equal treatment to everyone else on the planet.
When is, though, and be honest, the last time that you felt, you didn't vocalize it to people that it wasn't fair.
I was 10. I honestly, I
don't know if I believe that.
I realized
think
it
that
so
there are
early.
A lot of things that since I've known you that have happened that even I think are kind of unfair to you.
But what am I going to do? Either you got to
But you thought it. Maybe for a moment. Like,
no, I have to outwork it, or I have to be more. I have to be smarter, or I have to figure out a way to rise above it. I just don't fall for that everything is fair thing. Like, I just don't. You want to hear the biggest unfair thing?
Yeah.
I celebrated my 20-year anniversary here. First off, when anybody celebrates an anniversary here, our company goes, boom, and they blast it everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God, they were here 6 months. Congratulations. Not a moment. I didn't care. Nobody said congratulations.
But you're thinking about it.
No,
So,
no.
like, I'm not saying you're making a big deal out of it.
But it's not fair. And then, literally 3 weeks later, they go, everybody gets unlimited vacation.
That was a weird moment.
I was supposed to get an extra week of vacation for making it 20 years with this company. And before I could use one of those vacation days, they went, you know what? Everybody gets as much vacation as they want, as long as you pass it by your boss. And I went, wait, so if you're here 3 weeks, you get the same as I get for 20 years? It's not fair, but what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So I got to rise above it. Yeah. So that's the way I look at it. I tell my kids this all the time. And every kid growing up, well, it's not fair. They get this. They get this. They got treated like this. I go, nothing is fair. Mm-hmm. Beat it or just deal with it.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to know, as you've grown up, is there anything that you kind of live by, like a secret to your success? If you find yourself successful in one aspect of your life, what is it? I just wanted to ping you real quick this morning on what your secret to success is. If you could nutshell it, and I think yours is pretty right.
Yeah, just always be kind to people.
I don't know if I agree, but I think it's okay.
95% of the time, I'm so kind to people. But you got to get it, first. If somebody is coming at you with that energy of negative, you just got to kind of pivot. But yeah, some people having great advice.
I remember being in Psych 101 my freshman year of college, and they described to you the fight or flight thing. Mm-hmm. And my buddy that I was playing ball with right next to me just looks at me and he goes, dude, you're overloaded on one. Yeah. And I'm like, I just find myself looking for confrontation. Anna, is there a secret to your success?
I always say that good things come to those who wait. I always feel like whenever I rush into a situation, things don't ever turn out the way I want them to. So I always wait and I research and I observe, and then somehow things fall into my lap.
Sometimes you have to let other people make the mistakes for you and watch those and then say, I'm not going to do those. And the fact that you did it another way previously throughout your life, and then you're like, this isn't working for me, I have to change it.
What's it like to have that patience? It gives me anxiety thinking about waiting on something like that.
Well, I mean, it definitely gives me anxiety. I just kind of push through it.
Yeah.
All
Good
right.
idea.
So you gotta,
I like that.
I don't know. Listen, I think it's great for you, but I'm for sure not going to subscribe. But I hope you have a good morning.
I like it. I might work it into mine.
Take care. Jeremy, what's good, brother?
Good morning, friends. How are you doing?
We're great. Give me a secret to your success.
Faith. You got to believe.
Yeah.
You got to give. If it wouldn't be for my faith, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And a lot of people want what I have, but no one wants to give the grit to get there.
Yeah, good point.
I sit around tables with employees, and I tell everyone, if you look around the table and you outwork every individual here, you can have my seat if you want it, but you gotta give.
It's hard to
gotta outwork.
Hard to look at other people because I know you're a lot like me, where you're not the most smartest, and then to look to look at everyone else and be like, if you work hard, you might get somewhere.
No, I think that's great advice. And you know what? I have never been more into my faith than when my child brought it to me. Like his age group of kids, very much into faith and God and where it's going to lead them. And that is I think, best thing that my child has brought.
Plus, you're going to have rough times, so it's good to have something you can lean on.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh my God. Like I look at when people come to me like, I want what you have, but they don't go to church on Sundays. They don't give an hour of their time a week, stuff like that. And there's two things that I love. So Ezekiel goes to St. Wendellin's, our Catholic church in Luxembourg, and they sent him home with a shirt. And you know what that shirt said?
What?
Saint in training.
I like that. That's pretty good. I like that.
Love that. Like,
quite a
my
title.
God, I lost it.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's a heavy obligation.
That
You know what I
is.
mean? Like I'm like, I don't know if I need that pressure.
Well, thank you, Jeremy. I think.
He's got two.
Okay, sorry.
The last thing I'll leave you with is I always say, Ezekiel, that's not perfect. And he goes, Dad, it never will be. And I said, why is that? The only thing that is perfect is Jesus. And I'm like, oh my God, where did this kid come from?
I know. Aren't kids crazy like
Love
that?
it.
Yeah.
You're the best, Jeremy. Good to hear from you, man. I always appreciate it.
God bless, my friend.
Hey, right back at you. Kat mentioned Jägermeister, and I went back to like Frank the Tank times. You know what I mean? Like immediately, I felt like I was a junior in college again. I was like, Jäger, you got a Jägermeister? Let's go.
Literally taste it sitting on the back of my tongue. I've only taken maybe 2 Jaeger shots in my life.
Whew, you're not
What's
living.
in a Jaeger bomb where you're like, what is it?
Mm.
You've never had a
I
Jaeger
just
bomb?
don't. But you had them. I just don't ever care what's in them.
Oh, you don't ever ask.
Usually a Jaeger bomb is something that gets set up at a bar where somebody's like, we'll buy a round of Jaeger bombs. And I go, okay, thanks.
So I think it's like that shot glass within that, like that mini glass.
Yeah.
So it's the Jaeger in the middle and then Red Bull. That's what's in it.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And then so it makes it a little bit more tolerable. But I was reading about this new product they developed, and they're called finger mittens to help the drinkers hold their ice cold shots without discomfort. I'm like, hobos have been wearing those for so long.
We used to cut the fingers off our gloves and sing doo-wop songs around flaming garbage cans in my city.
Yeah, I saw them and I'm like, okay, guess you got to
I think
capitalize
it's a
when you
pretty
can.
smart marketing thing for Jägermeister to say, hey, you can wear these gloves, show what a blazing alcoholic you are.
Yeah.
And how often, listen, the only time that I've ever anticipated Jägermeister is at like a football tailgate where I know, and so, the people that got the small machines that keep it ice cold, you see them in bars. If I'm walking through a tailgate and I see one of those, I can't help but stop. And I just stare until they're like, you want one? I'm like, okay.
It's best served cold. If you ever find someone that wants to give you warm Jaeger, they're not a friend. That's really, really a gross situation.
My wife pulling on my sleeve usually accompanies this because she's like, no Frank the Tank kind of thing. Like, don't do that. But so basically it's just a pair of gloves and they cut off the fingers.
Yes, they're just fingerless gloves, which, like I said, I just picture, walking along the train tracks with your knapsack. They've worn them forever. So
I'm like, how long are you holding a shot of Jägermeister?
I know, it's a pretty quick process.
Should be pretty quick, right?
Yeah, but they're sold at select bars, so ask. Ask them about it.
Do you know what they get for them? It's got to be $10 at least, right?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. They're going to make some money.
If you could have one shot right now, I know it's only 6:20 a.m., but if you could do one shot right now, what would it be?
It'd have to be like a dessert shot, like a liqueur, coffee liqueur.
I would do Fireball right now.
Gross.
I'm really starting to get into Mexico mentality.
Okay,
like I'm turning a corner. Hey, welcome to the weekend. It's good to be here with you. It's Kat and JJ up in the Playhouse on 103.1 Radio M. Probably a good time to check out what's trending.
Very scary. Your kids could be playing an innocent game like Roblox, and they're having fun, and they're exchanging Robux and talking to 11-year-olds. Sometimes that's not always the case. And this could have ended very badly for these two Florida sisters, ages 12 and 15. They were rescued in Georgia after being allegedly kidnapped by a 19-year-old man that they met on Roblox, by the way.
He's been charged with 2 counts of kidnapping and 2 counts of interference of child custody, and he's currently sitting in jail in Loudness County, Georgia, awaiting our detectives to get the extradition paperwork so we can bring him back here to South Florida. The communication initially started, we believe, and keep in mind we're going through devices, in the summer of 2025 on a gaming app called Roblox. And from that gaming app, these girls were then moved from Roblox over to Snapchat.
Oof.
That's how it happens. It's called grooming. They're like, hey, this is fun, but what's more fun? Us being able to send photos to each other on Snapchat. So those open lines of communication and conversation with your kids are so important. A video making the rounds of a naked man on a tram tour at Universal Studios.
Where are my pants?
You threw them out the window in a fit of passion.
So it took park security 15 minutes to take him down. So that's a strong drug. That would be like... What would that be? Bath salts, where you have
Ecstasy,
unbelievable
something
strength.
like that, meth.
Yeah, and they obviously canceled the rest of the tram tour, and everybody had to walk. Which you're going to make me walk? Universal Studios.
I've never
no, thank you.
Been into the hard drugs, so I'm kind of wondering what that trigger is, where you're just like,
yeah,
I'm better off naked.
I don't know.
Bingo! How fun!
Last week, someone lost an eye at bingo.
Bingo!
Bingo what bingo?
Bingo! Bingo! All right, Kat's on the hunt this morning for anyone listening. Who
has someone in the family that is way better than everybody else, that people love to see at events or just hold at a higher regard? This 13-year-old boy in Australia will always be that for this family because he saved his family. They were out in a kayak. His 2 siblings and mom were on paddle boards, and the wind blew them out to sea. He ended up swimming in 2.5 miles to save his family and kept repeating this in his head.
I just said, all right, not today, not today, not today.
Yeah, swam 4 hours to save them.
Dude was in the water 4 hours.
Yes, just kept fighting the current, got in, told them, breathing heavy, you got to go save my family. And then they went and did that. So, he's forever the hero. Plus, in the interview, the mom, she's just like all cuddled up on him. And then the other son is just sitting over here all alone, not getting any attention.
And I can tell you, as the person in the family that is always held at a higher regard, that pressure for your entire life is difficult to deal with. So that's what Kat's looking for. I'm looking for anyone listening who has really just blown something up. Like, you took it upon yourself to blow. I came really, really close last year. I had to take out a couple of tree stumps. And I they weren't big trees, so I just went out there with the axe and then kind of carved everything out and just kept chopping away at the little roots. But I was like, man, I know my neighbor's got some dynamite. What if I did? And then I was like,
are you allowed to have dynamite?
I don't know. So, but you blew something up. And I'm not talking like it hurt anyone, but you legitimately blew something up. I got to hear the story on how this went down. If either of these fit, call now and get your bingo. We have all these concert tickets to give away right when we start our live show Wednesday morning at 6:05. You could go see Tim McGraw and the Chicks, or the Black Crowes, or Neo and Akon, or Louis Tomlinson. Your choice of concert tickets right when we open up our show live Wednesday morning at 6:05. Right now, let's wrap up the podcast.
Bingo! How fun!
Last week, someone lost an eye at bingo.
Bingo!
Bingo what bingo?
Bingo! Bingo! Are you someone listening who
has a member of the family that is just held higher than most? And I think this 13-year-old obviously is a hero, saved the lives of his entire family. They floated out to sea, and he swam 4 hours, 2.5 miles against the current to tell people in there, the Coast Guard, to go save my family. And he just had to keep repeating this to himself.
I just said, all right, not today, not today, not today.
Not today, Satan. I'm not going under. To save my family. That is pretty incredible. But you could tell that the mom's like, this is now my favorite child.
I'm looking for anyone listening who has blown stuff up. Like, I don't know why the older I get, like, this should be a kid thing when you're fascinated by it. Like all the cartoons we had when we were kids.
Yeah.
Coyote got blown up all the time. Fell down into the Grand Canyon every single day. Still live to tell about it and seem to be pretty happy. But I'm so fascinated with blowing stuff up. Keenan, you're that guy too, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, what'd you blow up lately?
Not all that long ago, we got the whole family together and set up a wooden barrel and put 2 pounds of tannerite in it and blew it up in our backyard.
Yeah, but for what? I got to get inside the brain of a man
For entertainment, right?
Just to see it go boom, boom. Okay.
Just for fun, and it shook the neighbor's house so much it knocked pictures off the wall.
Wow. But did anybody snitch on you? You know there's always that one neighbor that'll like send in an anonymous note to the sheriff's department. Like, these people have something.
There was no one that actually surprisingly called in or anything. We actually blew up 2 pounds of tannerite for my sister's gender reveal also.
And what was it, boy or girl?
Boy, got to be a boy.
A girl.
Oh, no.
Oh.
And I got to ask, you put this wooden barrel over the top of all this and you blow it up. How high does that barrel go? How far does it fly?
I don't know. We only found remnants of the barrel. There was like wood pieces that went everywhere.
Oh, my God.
And
we couldn't even find like the metal ring for it.
And you were probably dangerously close to this when it went off, right?
Yeah, probably within, 50 yards.
If you look down right now, do you still have all your fingers and toes?
I sure do.
But you are hell bent on making sure you don't die with all your fingers and toes, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And is this your whole family, or is this more of a dumb friend thing?
It was me and my dad that had the idea, and I was like, all right, let's do it.
The family that blows stuff up together.
And when Dad said, let's get 2 pounds of this highly explosive material, you didn't pause for a second. You just said, where do you need me?
Yep.
You're my kind of guy, man. I'm so glad you're listening. I hope you have a great morning.
You too.
By the way, not encouraging this. This is not us. If your dumbass kid gets an idea, it's from Keenan, not us.
Don't you think your maniacal laugh is not helping?
No, I was laughing at a joke I heard on The Office last night. That's what I was laughing at. So you decide to pull your kid out of school. Do you lie to the administration, or do you just straight up be truthful?
Listen, I think that if your kid is always truant or always sick, or you can't get them places on time, they're going to have like more of a spotlight on you. But what we're doing this Friday for Liam, he is such a freak about ice fishing. And I called my friend Dana, and she made it happen. We're going to go on Mille Lacs, and they're getting us a fish house, and we're going to show the experience on our socials. And I'm like, no brainer, like you're not going to school that day.
And he knows you're doing this?
And he knows we're doing this.
Okay.
He can't sleep. He's so excited. And I'm like, that's what this is all about. Like, I tell him at the beginning of every school, I'm like, every school year, you get 3 mental health days. You choose to take them, but you have to be responsible.
I like this idea.
If you have a test that day, you don't take it that day, because then you're going to have to make it up, and you're going to be in a more of a disarray spot than you were before. So it has to make sense. But we have nothing going on Friday, and I'm like, we're going to take a day off, and we're going to go ahead and just enjoy each other and just sit there and look at a hole, and hopefully a fish will come out of it. That's just our plan.
Your optimism is intoxicating.
So excited. So follow our journey. But I wanted to know, because I told Derek, I'm like, I'm just going to tell Kristen at the front desk, he's taking a mental health day. He's not sick. I don't need him to be counted as sick. I'm just going to tell the truth. He's like, no, just say that he has an appointment.
He wants to come up with a whopper.
Yeah. And I'm like, we don't have to. Our kid never misses school. Like I said, if your kid always misses school, then you might want to fudge it a little bit.
I was so afraid of missing school. My father had said, listen, you can't grow up to be a dummy.
Yeah.
And you got to go to school. So and I get, other than getting mono when I was a junior in high school, I don't think I missed 3 days of school from kindergarten to my senior year.
But it's not like grown-up life where if I were to miss, I don't have to do anything. Like, he will get homework sent to his iPad, which he'll be sitting in this fish house still doing his homework.
And he could do it over the weekend.
And he could do it over the weekend. So I just wanted your opinion on it, because do you feel the need to go above and beyond for these excuses as to why your kid won't be in school?
Crystal, do you lie to the administration when your kids aren't going to be in school?
No, there's no reason to lie.
Yeah.
We as parents have a right to take our kids out for whichever reason we would like, especially if they don't miss school all the time. The teachers the school staff have no right to know why you're taking your kid out.
Yeah, unless it's for like days and days and days at a time. And even that, like, you're going on vacation. It's a timeline that works for your family, and your kids will do their homework
when they get a
on
little
the plane.
older and your kid has after school practice or games or something like that, right? You got to shuffle that around to make sure that they can still participate. But I agree at this point, like if he's got nothing to miss on Friday other than a couple of classes, yank him. He's going to make it up, right?
Yeah.
I would just call the school and be like, listen, we're going ice fishing.
I already sent I already sent the email and the text, so it's not up to Derek anymore.
Now, isn't it amazing how
Like-
we're so honest about our kids, but if we're going to miss work for one day, you come up with this elaborate thing. Oh
Yeah.
my God, my leg fell off. I'm not going to be able to be there. Like it's just
I
something
know.
like that. How about you, Crystal? What was the best whopper you told to get out of work?
Oh, probably that I was puking and I wasn't. I just needed a mental health day.
Yes. Are you
And
like
it was a Monday?
some dumb people that will like Snapchat their pedicure that day though? Where you're like, oh my God, I can't even
no.
get it. Okay.
So I was when I was working in Minneapolis at this radio station. I was doing the night show, and then after I got off the air, I had to go to a club to host one of these gigs, right? And my wife wanted to go for a weekend getaway, and so we had this all planned. The hotel was reserved and everything. So I called in sick. I said, hey, actually, I didn't even call in sick. I said it was the middle of winter, and I said, hey, I can't get our garage door up. It's frozen solid. It was one of those winter days. I'm like, I can't get my vehicle out of the garage. I can't get, and I was like a 20-minute drive to work.
Yeah.
And they sent somebody to get me.
Yeah.
They sent one of the part-timers.
crazy?
They paid somebody part-time wages to drive from their house to pick me up to get me to the studio, and then I had to take a station vehicle to the club gig, take it back to the radio station, and that person was waiting for me to take me home at 2:15 a.m.
That is ridiculous.
Like-
They obviously thought you're a huge fat liar, so that's why they wanted
or
to
they're
test
like,
you.
we need this guy because he's so good.
Yeah.
We can't do without him.
Irreplaceable.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Crystal, thank you for taking time to call us. I appreciate it.
Have a great morning.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.
3267, great point. She says, do teachers tell parents why they're missing? I don't get an email.
But there is somebody there to fill in for him usually, right?
Yeah. There'll be one less kid. You're telling me that the teacher's like, I need more children. I need more in my life. So when I heard this and saw this morning, I thought it was really timely because at the basketball tournament, all of us moms were sitting there and there were just teams of boys going up and down and they all had their snow boots on. And I don't know, women can relate to this after a certain age. Like there's one day, now it's carrying into 2 days a month where I just can't stand anyone, not one person. Like my skin crawls and I was just staring, like glaring at their boots because they were so loud. There was like slush going everywhere.
This wasn't in your home. This was in a public place?
Yeah, but I was
Okay.
like, I didn't say anything. I didn't hiss at him or anything like that. But I was like, when I saw this video explaining the week before that time of the month and then the
that's
week
what we're dealing
after, Christina Applegate and Paris Hilton completely described that.
I will pop up from the backseat of your car and burn your face with a curling iron.
I love you all. You're beautiful. And never forget that everyone is a princess.
All right. So any support my way is welcomed because it just started like a year and a half, 2 years ago where like I don't want to say anything mean to anybody. So I just stay really, really quiet, you know, and
But
then people are like, why
rationalize
are you
this.
so quiet? Is everything okay? I'm like, you don't want any
So
of this.
until you hit menopause, for half your life, you hate everyone.
It didn't happen until like a year and a half
know, but
ago.
at this
and now
point in
it's
your life-
timed out.
Until you hit menopause, you will hate everyone for half of your life.
Yeah.
It's not healthy.
It's not healthy. And I don't want to feel like this. It's like out of my control.
Nope.
I even ordered from Amazon 2 months ago because I was like dreading the 48 hours that it's now turned into where I don't want you to touch my skin. I don't want to smell you, hear you. Don't say anything to me. Don't ask me questions. It's like, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like to think bad things about my son and my husband.
What can you do about it? I mean, this is a chemical imbalance.
Yes.
There's
it's
got to be
your hormones.
something you can take for it.
2 months ago, I ordered these Ollie like vitamins for perimenopause or whatever. And I'm like, I know I'm only 40. I just want to be like proactive about it. I don't want to get to the point where it's like,
Are they working?
Obviously not. Because like when those kids were walking up and down, I'm like, what? Sit down. I was so upset. And I turned to my friend Tara. I'm like, I feel like such a bee, my thoughts. And I didn't want to. And she goes, oh my God, the same things happened to me. And she's a few years, she's only like 3 years older than me.
This is why we fear you so much.
You're lucky, man, because some women don't hold back as much as I do. Like, I don't want to say something that is irreversible.
Don't sound like you're holding back right now.
So, are you kidding me?
I have genuine fear right now. Like, I fear about 3 humans. One is Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
But now you've made the list.
It's been about 48 hours since, and it used to just be one day. And I knew, let's get through this one day. The boys would know. And now
they're not like bears. They can't smell it.
No, but you can sense it. If I'm very, very quiet for a whole day, like go to the
Why
mall.
would I ever push that? I would just be like, good, you're quiet.
Some men don't know though.
No, man. Like, I'm not going to rock that boat.
So yeah, if there's anybody out there that, Jesse sent me a text. This is for you, lady. Oh, she must be sending it some more. But yeah, just some support, because I feel out of my mind. I feel so crazy when this happens. Your wife doesn't have this at all?
I don't really listen. I don't listen a lot. No, and she doesn't. Like, honestly, because of her cancer treatments, her cycles are so messed up.
Oh, I'm sure. Okay.
And just because she's immune compromised now after the chemo and everything like that, but she'll get bodily pains, but nothing mentally, not like what you're talking about.
So I'll take mental over the cramps and stuff. I've never had cramps, which I thank God for, because they sound debilitating. I've never had that, but these thoughts of like intolerance.
You need to see someone.
I don't think so. I think that's a man's response. I think you're like, you need therapy. It's my body, and it goes away in 2 days. But
it sounds like for half the month you want to kill people.
That's not it. You're not listening.
Pretty much what you said for the week leading up and the week after. So you've got a full half of your life until you hit menopause.
That was just a video describing the feelings. So, Tina says, get some ashwagandha. I already take ashwagandha, Tina. Oh.